Good. Go and take your coat.
Studio, see you get that part.
Yes. This can have like my head. Wow.
Where the ball can go?
Come this side. Good.
That's the ball.
Told you don't play, you're lucky.
Okay.
You're fine. Okay. You guys, use your way. Maybe this way straight is better for you guys. I don't know what you guys do.
Okay, we can play now. Let me. Look with here, can connect from there.
It's okay.
Take that thing now.
It's okay. Do this one. See, these ones are coming to. Some young golfers there. Welcome you on the show. Weekend Sports on Trust TV. Adeni Ajishafe. We take you around the world of sports. A lot of happenings this weekend. Football across the globe. And also we look at activities that happen during the week. It's Saturday. And just for you to relax and enjoy some sportsy moment on Weekend Sport. Right now we'll be starting with Manchester City for the fact that they were able to win the FIFA Club World Cup. Actually a good one for the champions of the world, champions of Europe, and also champions of the world, really celebrating winning 5 different trophies within a year, and really they are celebrating for the fact that they've been able to do that. Congrats to Manchester City. Congrats to Guardiola, Pep, as they call him. Really has done well as a coach or manager with Manchester City, winning everything that is available in the world of club football. Congrats to the entire citizens. Right now they are celebrating for the fact that they were able to defeat Fluminense of Brazil 4-0. Courtesy of those goals coming from Julian Alvarez, Foden, and also an own goal coming from that team. Well, right now they are celebrating for the fact that they were able to win that particular trophy. Going for another one now for Manchester City. A roller coaster year 2023 where they did won 5 different trophies there. Well, one of their players, Phil Foden, actually scored during that game. Let's listen to what he said after the game.
Phil, many congratulations. Manchester City are FIFA Club World Cup champions. Can you sum up your emotions and feelings right now?
Not really, you know, it's so important for the club, you know. It's amazing to win all 5 as well, and yeah, I'm playing with a special group of players, and I think today the heart that we're showing, you know, because they're such a quality side, and we kept going to the final whistle and gave everything we had.
We've obviously made history, as you say, by becoming the first English side to win those 5 major trophies. I mean, that must make you so proud as well.
Definitely, I think that's me. Won everything now in England as well. So yeah, I'm so delighted. Like I said, it's all down to the team that I'm in and the manager. You know, it's such a great side, and we love winning trophies. And obviously, it's our first time we're here, and we want to do that again now and try and repeat what we've done. So yeah, it's been an unbelievable journey, and we want to continue winning.
Like you say, already you've had so many memorable moments in your career, Phil, but where does this rank?
Oh, up there, for sure, yeah. I was a bit nervous today because, you know, you only get here once in a lifetime sometimes, and I knew how important it was, so yeah, to get over the line today, I'm delighted.
Brilliant. Can I ask you about...
A great one coming from Phil Foden there for the fact that they were able to win it, and he described his coach as the best coach in the world. Talking about Pep Guardiola for Manchester City. Really, they are celebrating the fact that they were able to do this, and the whole fans across the globe are calling them the club of the world, the winner of the world right now, winning over there in England, winning in Europe, and also conquering the world against Fluminense. No one saw that coming. Looking at the fact that Brazilian teams are always doing so well, but this time around, English team showed them how to play football. Something is really wrong somewhere. 4-0 coming from Manchester City against a Brazilian team. If you remember, if you just can't think of the 80s, 90s, even early 2000, a Brazilian team will have given Manchester City a good run for their money. But really, it never happened. They show class against them. Congrats to Manchester City for being able to do this and winning 5 trophies in a year. Well, we leave for Manchester City while they're celebrating there. Let's come back home and talk about our own. We always want to promote Nigerian sport, no matter how it is. We get there one day, or we keep pushing. Now, let's start with the Nigerian National League. Games were played yesterday, and some will be coming up today. But we look at the matches played and also how the table is. It's actually 2-in-1. Let's look at Group A, where, well, from the way it is right now, matches played yesterday. Idel FC lost by a lone goal to Coal City FC. Stormers lost against Abia Comet. 1472 FC to Madiba FC 3. Smart City 3. They defeated Beyond Limits by 1 goal, 3-1 rather. Dakada 2-1 against Ekiti United, and Rovers pipped Van Dresser FC by a lone goal. And right now, number of goals scored 19, away win 3, home win 3, and you have loss of 6 there. Madiba FC and Rovers are topping that group with 16 and 13 points. Well, from the way it is right now, Van Dresser, Idel FC, and Stormers need to up their beat if they are to remain in this particular league. Now, let's look at Group B, or rather Conference B, in the Nigerian National League. Crown FC are topping there with 10 points, alongside Osun United, ahead of Giant Brilla, Ikorodu City, Warri Wolves, Trace Safe, Ijebu United, and Gateway United. Solution FC, One Rocket, and International Lagos are down the low with the red dot there. Well, for the matches played, you look at the results. Gateway FC, they lost at home against FC One Rocket. Giant Brilla show how giant they are, and they were able to do well. They won that game against Warri Wolves 2-1. Osun United 1. Ijebu United 0. You look at number of goals scored, 6, away win 2, home win 1. And you have 4 losses there. Well, good one there. Now let's look at Group Conference C now. Let's look at C, where we have Nasarawa United, despite losing against Wiki Tourists, are still topping that group after they actually went away to play against Wiki Tourists. Wiki Tourists of Bauchi defeated them 2-1 in Bauchi. Dube Disasters 3, NAF FC 0, Zamfara United 0, and you have Mighty Jets of Jos winning that game by 2-0. Number of goals scored, 8. Away win, none. You have home win 3, and loss you have 3-2. Well, for Nasarawa, they can still continue to at least hold on to that before they play their next game. For Wiki Tourists, they have a game, and that will actually give them that chance. If they are able to win, and then they can at least leapfrog Nasarawa United. Yobe Disasters, NAF FC, and EFCC of Abuja need to really up their antics, because it's getting red for those teams from 7 to 9. Let's look at Conference D, as it also happened just in the Nigerian National League. Sporting Supreme did well. Right now, they are still topping despite losing their game. Sokoto United defeated them 2-1. City FC of Abuja 1, Malum Fashi 0, Adamawa United 0-0 against Milantaki Care. And you look at number of goals scored, 6, home win 3, draw 1, and you have loss of 3 matches there, 3 losses there. And you look at Sporting Supreme topping with 13 points, followed by Sokoto United. They have 12 points with a +3 goal difference. For Adamawa United, Milantaki Care, and Kebbi United, they are still teams to beat. But for CTFC, Jigawa Golden Stars, Malumfashi FC, they need to up their beat also, because right now they are standing where the red doesn't speak well for them at all in those games that were played across Nigeria in the Nigerian National League for match day 6. Well, let's look at the fixtures for today in the NNL. Games for today: Trade Save against Ikorodu City, Solution FC against Crown FC, and you have Kebbi United taking on Jigawa Golden Stars. Those are the games coming up in match day 6. That will be on Saturday. Well, just to give you updates concerning those games and the ones that have been played so far in the second tier of Nigerian Football League. Right now, let's move up to talk about the women football. Although before the women football, let's just have a snippet of what happened between Wiki Tories and Nasarawa United. Well, just let's have a snippet there. Well, Wiki Tories defeated Nasarawa United in that game to actually win that game there. Well, right now, we'll be joined from Lagos by Joseph Ayaka. Good to have you, Joe. Are you there? Okay, while Joe is actually joining us to talk sports this hour, we quickly look at from the way it says, Joe, before you joined us, we talked about Manchester City winning the trophy again, rather club football, that's a club, FIFA Club World Cup, and they were able to do well. And right now they are celebrating. What do you have to say about that winning concerning Manchester City?
It's a complete year for Manchester City. They've done everything, they've won everything that is winnable this year, and I congratulate them. Usually you expect them to win these competitions. I'm not trying to play it down. I'm not trying to belittle what they have achieved. It's a tremendous achievement to have won this amount of trophy and to even cap it off this year with this Club World Cup trophy. So kudos to Guardiola and kudos to what he has been able to achieve at Manchester. It is like 14 trophies now since he joined. So it's a great achievement, and I wish them good luck aside from the penalty.
A good one there, at least celebrating Manchester City for the fact that they were able to win that. Right now, we've talked about Man City. Let's go back to our own football. Before you joined us, we also showcased the Nigerian National League, the second tier Nigerian League football there, where some teams really, they are doing so well. The likes of Madiba FC, Nasarawa United, Wiki Tories, they played their game. Despite losing against Wiki Tories, they are still standing top in their own group there. Just to give you an overview of what we've discussed so far in the NNL, which team during this week actually make you feel so happy?
Well, I'm mostly concentrated on the conference where there is Nasarawa, there is Wiki, there is Zafra United, there is El Kanemi. That group is a very, very tough group. And seeing National United do so well is not actually surprising. I was expecting either Nasarawa, Wiki, or El Kanemi. I'm surprised where El Kanemi is when I look at the group. So I'm really enjoying that particular group and enjoying the performance there and watching and waiting to see who will make it, who would win that group and who would also make it for qualification in that group. That group is really interesting for me.
A tough group there. You look at Wiki, Tories, El Kanemi, Nasarawa, all experienced team fighting for honors in their own conference. We wait to see who stayed top to actually make it to the NPFL. While we talk about that, NNL, let's cross over and talk about women football. NWFL games were also played during the week. We look at the result and also the table quickly, talking about Group A and B. But let's look at the result of the Nigerian Women Football League relay. It went down on Wednesday. You look at the result. FC Robo Queen defeated Bayelsa Queens 2-1. Sunshine Queens of Akure also won their game against Raymond Stars 2-1. Royal Queens 1-0 against Adamawa Queens. Ekiti United lost 2-0 against Rivers Angels. Heartland FC 2. Danas Ladies of Lagos 1. Conference Queens of Lokoja, they lost against Nasarawa Amazons. And you have Edo Queens, they pipped Delta Queens by a long goal. While Abia Angels played their game on Thursday and they pipped Nigeria Tales of Abuja by a long goal there. Those are the matches played in the match day 6 of Women Football League across Nigeria. Let's look at the table in Group A and B. Well, in Group A right now, Heartland Queens surprisingly are doing well, while their men are struggling in the MPFL. Well, the women are doing well. They are actually ahead of, by goal difference, ahead of Nasarawa Amazons. Amazons are standing second with a +3, while Heartland Queens have +5. Conference Queens, they have +3, also 11. So you have 1, 2, 3 on the same point. Abia Angels, Danas Ladies, Adamawa Queens, Nigeria Tales, and Royal Queens in that pecking order. Well, right now, the top three teams there, Heartland Queens, Nasarawa Amazons, and Conference Queens. If you look at it right now, Joe, it seems it's the battle of Queens against an Amazon.
Yeah, I guess you can call it that. The battle of Queens against the Amazons. But we have 2 queens here, so hopefully we'll put our money on one of the queens, believing that 2 queens should be able to defeat a single Amazon. However, this is not what football is all about. Football is all about who is prepared, who works harder and get to win this competition. Eventually, this time will be lose. It will be lose, and one team will be ahead of another. And I'm expecting Conference Queens to be there or Nasarawa Amazons. I don't think the Heartland Queens will remain there for a very long time until the end of the season. This is my own opinion.
Well, a tough one there in Group A. Let's look at Group B, table rather, as it also went down during the week after they played their games. Edo Queens are topping with 12 points, followed by Rivers Angels. You have FC Robo Queens of Lagos, so the 2 teams from the southern part of Nigeria, really rather 3 teams, although from the south, Edo Queens and Rivers Angels. You have Bayelsa Queens also standing 4th. This group is can be tagged group of death because it's going to be a tough one. Who stay top among these 4 teams? You have Remo Star Ladies having 6 points. Delta Queens, surprisingly, they are also trailing, standing 6th with 6 points. Ekiti Queens, 5 points. Sunshine Queens of Akure, they have 4 points. Joe, you'll be surprised that Delta Queen, defending champion, what's happening to them? This time around, they are standing 5th after match day 6. You have Edo Queens, Rivers Queen Angels, FC Robo Queens, and Bayelsa Queens topping ahead of them.
So usually, to be a champion is not the only problem. To maintain a championship is always tougher. So when you see other clubs doing it, you give them kudos. It's going to be very, very difficult for Delta Queens to come up to the levels of Edo and Rivers Angels right now. But I expect them to do better. I do not expect them to be relegated, but they can come up and they will be among the maybe top 5. That's the least they can get. And it happens. It's not to them. It's not the first time. It always happens. When you win a competition, you have to work harder for you to win it the next time. And I don't think they'll realize that yet until they will do well. As for Edo Queens, we will see how long they will last at the top because Rivers Angels and FC Robo are actually chasing really hard.
Big one in the Group A and B of the Nigerian Women Football League match day 6 as it went down. We just have to give you all this because we need to promote Nigerian sport, and it's always good to push our own stories too. Well, before we go foreign, right now we move away from women football. Let's talk about the men, and this time around we go to the top tier league of Nigerian league football, talking about MPFL. They also play their own match day, the games that we play match day 15. Look at the result of those games that have been played. Doma United, really right now, they are surprising everyone. They won against Heartland, and they were top of the league for just overnight, just 24 hours before Remo Stars took over. Eyimba play 1-0 against Rangers International in an Oriental Derby. On Thursday, Gobe United beat Katsina United. Sporting Lagos 1-0 draw against Bayelsa United. Bende Insurance 1-0 against Abia Warriors. Nagasnados beat Kano Pillars 1-0. Kwara United 2. Plateau United 1, Remo Stars 2 against Lobby Stars, and you have Aqua United. They play goalless against Sunshine Stars. The match between Rivers United against Shooting Stars was actually postponed due to Rivers playing in the CAF Confederation. Well, looking at the way the table is in the MPFL, let's look at the table there. You look at Remo Stars. Well, they'll be celebrating that at least they are able to top the table till Christmas. We found that match to be coming up before the year ends. They are topping with 29 points, followed by Doma United, the team that played their game over there in Pantami Stadium in Gombe. Well, right now they are standing second with 28 points after playing 15 matches. They're really doing so well. For Lobby Stars of Makurdi, they are third there. Bende Insurance, Eyimba International, Plateau United, Kano Pillars, Abia Warriors, Rangers, Shooting Stars, Kwara United in that pecking order, and down the table is Heartland. And ironically, their ladies are doing well when it comes to NWFL, but the guys are down the bottom of the table. From the way it is, Joe, as I mentioned, ironically, Heartland men seems to be sleeping while their ladies are really, they are really woke. Let me use that Nigerian slang.
I guess this is the case of what man can do, woman can do better. This is the case. But you know, if you do what you give, what you do is what you get. Right? If you give the best, you get the best result. And at this point, Heartland are not really doing well. So that's what is happening to them, and that's why they are way down the pecking order. I really hope they do not go on relegation because it will be good for them. As for the top of the table, the big contention going on there. You look at Remo, you look at Doma, you look at Lobby Stars. They keep swapping position. Maybe was once there, I remember weeks ago. So it's a difficult one and it's a tough one. You know, let me move away. Let me make you see this from another perspective. Or let me remind you something. I don't know if you've noticed that this year the league has little complaint about officiating. There's a little complaints. There are no major complaints coming up about bad officiating as it used to be. And I think it's a good development for the NPFL for us to be at this level. For we to be seeing clubs like Reno, who are not really rated, and Doma be at the top of the table, it's really a good development. It tells you that there is some form of fairness now that has been attained in the Nigerian Football League, which has not been like that before. So it's a good development, and kudos to whoever is responsible for this.
Well, we just talked about the MPFL there. Big one between those matches, Eyimba against Rangers, and then 1-0 draw there for Doma United, still singing their swan song. Remo Stars also, they hold on for that after Christmas. Let's see who stays top for the remaining part of the year and who stays down. For Heartland, they just have to up their game because right now it's not looking too good for Heartland team. Right now, we move away from that. Let's go to CAF, Confederation of African Football. Also during the week, the CAF champions and the CAF Confederation will also play. Let's look at how the table is from Group A to D. CAF Champions League, Group A to D. Well, Mamelodi Sundowns are topping alongside TP Mazembe in Group A. Pyramids, Nadibo in that pecking order. Well, you look at it right now, Mamelodi Sundowns really showing why they are one of the top stars in Africa. Let's look at B, as it also went down there. For this group, ASEC Mimosa of Cote d'Ivoire, 10 points after match day 4. Simba FC, they have 5 points. Galaxy FC, and you have Wydad with just 3 points. What a group. What's happening concerning Wydad Casablanca? Well, that's football for you. Let's look at Group C and D. Someone's going to say, well, we look at Group C here. Atletico Petroleos, they have 8 points. AS Tunis, 5 points. Al Hilal, and you also have the other team ESS. They having just 4 points following them. That's just how it is after playing match day 4 in Group D. You have Al Ali of Egypt after they were able, at least really making us so proud of the fact that coming third at that competition is not a fluke. That's FIFA Club World Cup. They came third. Kudos to them. Young Africans, Belouizdad and Medema in that pecking order. Just giving you update concerning that CAF Champions League, a wrap during the week. And now let's look at CAF Confederation as it also went down. Although our own team, Rivers United, lost out. Let's look at that though, from Group A to D. USM Olga of Algeria are topping their group in Group A with 10 points, followed by Future FC, Al Hilal Benghazi, Super Sport United of South Africa. They have 3 points apiece there. And you look at it in Group B, looking at the standings in CAF Confederations Cup, Zamalek, Abu Salim, Zagrada Esperanca, and SOA yet to even get a point so far after playing 4 matches, the -9. They are just making up the number here. But for Abu Salim and Zamalek, it's neck to neck deep there, 10 and 9. Group C standings in the CAF Confederation, you have Club Africain, Dreams FC, and you have Rivers United of Nigeria standing third there with 6 points after playing 4 matches. Academica de Lobito with no point yet. That team is from Angola. They need to learn how to play football. From Club Africain of Tunisia, Dream FC of Ghana, and Rivers United of Nigeria. Tough one in that Group C. Let's look at Group D standings. RS Berkane of Morocco, Stade Malien of Mali, Sekukune United of South Africa, and you have Diego Noise. A tough one there, just a point for the Noise, and you have United 4, Stade Malien 7, and RS Berkane 10. Giving you all the games that went down across Africa during the week. You have CAF Champions and also CAF Confederation there quickly. At least you know who is standing top and who is below there in those groups. Right now, we quickly go on a short break where we give you those particular facts in the world of sport. Did you know segment for you. Big one there, some educational and sporting facts for you to know what's happening or what has happened and what can still happen in the world of sport. We're still on the show, Weekend Sport. Well, we right now move away from football. Let's cross over to the sport of boxing. Well, tonight over there in Saudi Arabia, 2 heavyweight category of boxing. Well, it's a must-win fight for the likes of Anthony Joshua. Joshua will be facing Otto Wallin of Sweden. A big fight coming up tonight between Anthony Joshua. If he's able to win this fight, hopefully he'll have at least a shot at facing Deontay Wilder. Wilder will also be fighting against Joseph Parker. But quickly, we look at this before we talk about Deontay Wilder and Parker. Well, for Anthony Joshua, Joe, if you are there, this is a big fight coming up tonight. And a lot of Nigerians who really at least want to follow or relate with Joshua for the fact that Nigerian blood is there. Will be hoping that Joshua should win this fight. It's a must-win for him if he's going to have a shot at the world heavyweight again. And right now, that fight will be coming up tonight. How do you see this game, this boxing bout between Joshua versus Otto Wallin?
I just hope he keeps focused because I know his target is to win this match and set up the other match with the other opponent. And so I really hope that he keeps focused And seeing that he has changed his trainer, and based on the good things that we've been hearing recently about his training and how much he has been doing, I believe that we will conquer, and I wish him the best as the Nigerians. But I really, really hope that he looks at this first. He takes it step by step. He should focus on this match, win this match so he can get the match that he wants. That's my own wish for him. And that's my prayer that he gets to focus.
Hopefully, Anthony Joshua, Nigerians are rooting for you to win this bout. Anthony Joshua 34 will be facing Wallin 33. As a big match coming up in Saudi Arabia tonight. Well, we wait to see who wins that bout. I'll bring you more on that in our subsequent edition. Aside this particular heavyweight fight, there will be another one between Deontay Wilder, the American, will be facing Joseph Parker, also in Saudi Arabia tonight. Their fight will just be 30 minutes ahead of Joshua versus Wallin. Well, that should be around 10:30 or night thereabout when those fights will be coming up in Saudi Arabia. But it's a big one. If Wilder is able to win and Joshua also wins, both of them will be facing each other. But right now, it's still a big hurdle to climb. But the two of them have to face these two guys. Let's see what happens tonight in that heavyweight boxing bout coming up between Deontay Wilder and Joseph Parker, Anthony Joshua versus Wallin. Just to give you an update, there are those fights coming up in Saudi Arabia tonight. We wish them all the best. And now we cross back to football. And this time around, during the week, news came out concerning European Super League. European Super League, UEFA, FIFA ban on breakaway league unlawful according to the court. Well, the Super League organizers took them to court, and right now they've been given that, although it's no huru yet, but at least there's hope. Like I said, that light of hope for them, maybe that particular league will stand. Although some clubs are already backing out that they won't be part of this, and that may not really all go well for the Super League. Let's look at the formation, Super League formation so far. What they really have to talk about in that the Super League, looking at that particular Super League formation that will be coming up. There are 64 teams, according to them. They expect that 64 teams will be playing the Super League. 3 divisions, Star, Gold, and Blue with promotions and relegations. 14 games each season per team, 7 at home, 7 away. It will be an open competition, while it will be in 2 phases, league and playoffs. But right now, to get 64 teams might be too hard because most teams are backing out from this particular league. Although, according to some coaches who are saying, well, they love the fact that the Super League has given at least a shake to UEFA for them to be able to correct some things. And in fact, it gets them to that particular phase where they get a bit jittery. But really, it's good to some extent for them to fix whatever they need to fix concerning UEFA competition. But right now, for Super League, there is the potential format they'll be looking at. But well, it's still not yet huru because even though the case is still in court, they are still looking at what's going to happen. Will this be given final nod to take effect? Even though right now they are having one food there already that is unlawful to ban that particular league. Well, we wait to see. Real Madrid and Barcelona have been the top 2 clubs looking or pushing this particular narrative, and we wait to see if it will see the light of the day at the end of the whole saga. Now, from there, let's go to football stories. Well, still talking about matches that will be coming up this weekend. We go straight down to talk about the Premier League, Italian Serie A, also La Liga will be coming up. Let's look at those fixtures coming up. West Ham against Manchester United, and Fulham, Burnley, Luton against Newcastle. You have Nottingham Forest against Bournemouth, Tottenham Hotspur against Everton, Liverpool, Arsenal. Big one where you'll be joining us to call in later. Wolverhampton Wanderers, Chelsea. That's another set of matches coming up. And then let's look at Italian football, Italian Serie A right now. Matches will be coming up there. You look at Frosinone against Juventus, Bologna, Atalanta. Udinese away to Torino, Inter Milan at the Giuseppe Meazza, the one they call San Siro, against Lecce. Hellas Verona play home against Cagliari, while Napoli will be facing Jose Mourinho-led team. Roma over there, the city of Rome. Well, big one coming up between Roma and Napoli. Those tough matches coming up this weekend. Well, just to let you have a feel of those matches coming up. And now for La Liga, Atletico will be facing Sevilla, rather a big one coming up there in that particular game there. Atletico Madrid versus Sevilla, big match coming up. Who will be winning this game between the two teams? It's a big one in Spanish La Liga. Well, for those fans who love Spanish La Liga football, they'll be looking at Atletico or supporting Sevilla in that particular encounter. Well, we go to the big one. The big one happening this weekend is between Liverpool and Arsenal. and that's a big match where you'll be joining us. But before we open the phone line, quickly, while the number is there, Joe, the match between Arsenal, I know you're an Arsenal fan, facing Liverpool at the Anfield. Do you think your team can withstand the heat of the boisterous fans of Liverpool?
Well, it's going to be a very tough one. It's a match to look forward to, and I strongly believe Arsenal will not lose this match. I strongly believe we may not be able to take 3 points away, but we are not going to drop the 3 points either. Why I say this confidently is because Arsenal have matured as a team. As of last season, everybody was thinking, were we going to do it? Can we do it? And we didn't do it. But we learned, the players, they learned from it. Last season, Arsenal went to this same stadium and they were winning for at least the first part of the 27 minutes, I think 27 minutes of this game. It was almost like it's going to be doom and gloom until Liverpool found their way somehow into this game and were able to draw. Even though we had good moments that could have killed the game, would have killed the match that day, we didn't take our chances. And one thing that tells you is that we are learning, we are growing. And that club is not where it used to be as of last year. And then let me tell you something about Arsenal squad. This Arsenal squad are not really playing to their best yet, like they did last season. We are trying to find the rhythm for Kai Havertz. Jesus is not really there. Martinelli is not in his top form as he was last season. So if maybe you think Liverpool are good, I'm not in any way undermining what they can do, especially at Anfield. But I also know that this can be a match for Martinelli to return back to his full form because he has always scored a goal against Liverpool whenever they met. And I believe that this can be a turnaround where Odegaard finds his form and the presence of Declan Rice gives us much more cover. The unity that we have between Saliba and Gabriel is there. The fluidity is there between Zinchenko and Martinelli and Kai Havertz. It's growing. We are getting better. So if you look at the whole season and how much we have not really hit that 90-degree we did last season, you would know that when we do, we are going to be way tougher than we are now. And I believe at this point, Manchester United have exposed to an extent. I know every match is of its own context, but if Man United can go there and pick a draw, and maybe even limit the attack of Liverpool and what they were able to do, I believe with our own better defense and better midfield, we can do even more. So, as an Arsenal fan, I'll be biased on this game, and I think that we will pick at least a draw. We will not win this game.
Well, we wait to see what's going to happen concerning that match. A big one there between Liverpool and Arsenal and Anfield. Big match there. Now let's open the phone line for fans out there to support the club. If you're a Liverpool fan or Arsenal fan, or you're actually standing aloof just to make your point, the target's there. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Call that number. Tell us where you're calling from, your name. Let's celebrate you. We'll talk about Liverpool, Arsenal. Big one coming up. Last time, I remember a lot of people calling saying Liverpool beat Man United, but they came fought hard and it ended in a draw. So right now, Arsenal, actually, according to Joseph Peter, that if Man U could do it, what about them? They too can actually do it, in fact, better. They've seen Man United has given them that green light. We wait to see maybe truly they will stand by that. So fans out there calling, let's have your view concerning this particular game. Well, from the way it is, we have a caller there. Okay, we're still waiting for our callers there, hoping that they can make some point. Well, right now, Joe, you mentioned all your players. You're not looking at Liverpool. Well, can Zinchenko against Mo Salah get you tickled? Let me hear from you.
Yeah, Zinchenko against Mo Salah gets me tickled. But then it probably may not turn out to be so. The coach might decide to play another person there on that flank, just to limit the impact of Mo Salah. More attention will be paid to that angle because I don't think Zinchenko can stand up to Salah. Zinchenko is too attacking minded than he should be. He's more attacking than he is defensive. So I believe Arteta must have learned from last season, because last season that was what got them a draw. Zinchenko was clearly tired. He was supposed to sub him off for Takehiro Tomiyasu, but he didn't. And because of that little delay, Liverpool were able to walk back into that game. So I believe he must have learned, and he may not take that risk of playing Zinchenko this time around, because even though we are good, no matter how good we are defensively and no matter the kind of cover we have with Declan Rice, we also have to respect Liverpool. This is Liverpool we are talking about. We cannot just go bombing and bombing. We would have to think carefully so that they will not take one from the counter and display stops.
Well, a big one there, but the match is going to be very, very, very tough one. Right now, let's look at the two coaches. Jurgen Klopp seems to be more trickish than your coach, Mikel Arteta. Do you see him outplaying him in that game? Because maybe I even want to use experience, plus experience for Jurgen Klopp, a lot of advantage for him. Aside that, they also have the support of the boisterous fires of Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, Arteta, where do you stand?
Speaking about the fans, I'll go with the fans first. We all know Anfield is not a place where you go and everywhere is quiet and it's easy. The fans are loud. They are probably the loudest in the world. So the boys already know that. And if you speak about experience, well, let me remind you that last season, Arsenal defeated Liverpool at home and went to Anfield and got a draw. So on a standard of two-legged matches, we would have upset Liverpool ahead of Jurgen Klopp. So if you speak about that, then I would say I would come out and say Arteta is probably better than Jurgen Klopp. I know Klopp is probably the second best coach right now. I will not dispute that, but he's probably the one rated after Guardiola, and he's going to come with his fix. I just hope Arteta does not overthink. That is the problem with Arteta. He tends to overthink. He overthinks things and then gets it wrong aside. But I believe that he understands. And I see him actually coming out victorious, or at least with the points out of that day, because it's a match between the top and the first and the second, and we need not to lose that game. But we lose that game, give it us. And that tells you
okay, Joe, okay, let's take a call now. Let's have you. Good morning. Hello, good to have you on the show.
I'm calling you from Kaduna State.
How is Kaduna?
Kaduna is fine.
Let's have your name, please.
My name is Bashiru.
Okay, Bashiru, Liverpool, Arsenal, your take?
I think Liverpool will win Arsenal by 2-1.
Seriously? Are you a Liverpool fan?
Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan.
So you seem to be a bit scared. Let me let me make you laugh there. Are you scared of Arsenal?
Because we draw with Man United. I think that will give us confidence to win Arsenal.
Okay, we wait
because
to see.
We don't want to lose that table.
Okay.
We want to go to Christmas at the top of the Premier League.
Okay, well, Bashiru from Kaduna, you're saying Liverpool will win 2-1. Let's see, maybe you're an Octobus Bashiru. Thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, well, fans are already making their point there. According to Beshi, right, in short, Bashiru saying they will win 2-1. He's a Liverpool fan. Let's see maybe what he's saying is true. Although we have an Arsenal fan joining us from Lagos. That's Joe Peter saying he would see Arsenal. Maybe, possibly, they can even shock Liverpool. And it can happen after all. Manchester United, they were able to play draw there. We're still waiting for more calls to join us on the show. He has talked about Jurgen Klopp versus Arteta, the fans, the boisterous Anfield, the team that never walk alone against Arsenal, who are right now on fire. They are really better, far, far better than last season. Can they win this game? Back to you, Joe. You look at Arsenal right now, they are also trying to see how they can maintain it. Aston Villa almost taking over yesterday. If not for the draw they had, they could have been the one topping right now. From the way it is, I saw during the week that Jose Mourinho was saying Arsenal wouldn't be able to win the league, that it's going to be between Man City and Liverpool. As an Arsenal fan, I'm sure you feel like boxing Jose Mourinho at that time.
Mourinho will never say anything positive about Arsenal. We have a bad blood between us. As an Arsenal fan, we and even up till now, he doesn't say good things about it. But then, thanks heavens, the Premier League is not in the hands of Mourinho. It's only in terms of concentration and consistency. And I think that's the one thing that we've been lacking. Been doing good, only to fall to the tricks of things in clubs like Aston Villa and Newcastle.
Okay, Joe. Just hang on, Joe. Let's at least allow another fan to talk. You've been with us. Good to have you on the show.
Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling from? Your name, please.
Yes, my name is Francis Adila. I'm calling from Kaduna.
It seems Kaduna is the place to be. Let's have your view. Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yes. I believe Liverpool is going to carry the day today. I'm confident about that.
Are you a Liverpool fan?
Between Liverpool and Arsenal. I can't even remember when last Arsenal came to Anfield and picked all 3 points. So
are you underrating Arsenal or what? Or you just feel they will win?
No, I'm not underrating Arsenal. To be frank with you, Arsenal is a very good team. But I believe Liverpool are the better side for today going on in this game.
You remember, Francis, let me take you back. I remember last week, a lot of people thought Liverpool would defeat Manchester United. Manchester United, they were able to hold them to a draw, despite not being on the same level with Arsenal. And now Arsenal facing Liverpool. Don't you see that could be...
Yes, the reason why Manchester United have not been in a good form of recent. You understand? And people feel because of what happened last season when Liverpool demolished Manchester United by 7-0. So they feel still Manchester United, they are not still in the same level with Liverpool. So they feel the goal is going to be more than 2, 3, 4. But if you look at Arsenal, Arsenal are a good side. Arsenal are a very good side. But I believe still there is this edge when you come to Anfield. We have this edge. And that is just what I believe that is going to give us the advantage over Arsenal.
Okay. Above all, I suspect you are a Liverpool fan, Francis.
Absolutely.
So you should give me 100% there for at least being able to catch you here. Good one. Thank you for joining us from Kaduna.
Thank you very much.
Okay, yes. And you too. Francis from Kaduna says so for him, he believes Liverpool carry the day no matter how difficult that match is going to be. They're going to win that game. All right, now we're talking about Anfield right now being a boisterous place to play. Well, let's go back and see if more fans, we can still take one more call before we wrap it up. It's a big one between Liverpool and Arsenal. Joe, you've seen that. Seems the callers are ganging up against you. Liverpool will win. According to them, they say your Gunners. The elephant will actually go to, is he under the tree tonight?
Kaduna Liverpool Association are ganging up against you today. But it's no problem. Their gang up will not be as worse, as bad as when we're going to face at Anfield, and we will come out victorious. I am pretty sure the worst result we'll get out of Anfield today, and I'm speaking with every confidence, will be a draw. That's the worst result. If you compare our players one-on-one, I think we would be on the higher side. So the only thing that would be for them today would be the fact that this game is going to be played at Anfield. This game will be played at Anfield and their crowd will be loud. That will motivate them. But however, our boys are old enough, they are experienced enough, and I believe they've faced this, they've been through this before. They came out with a good result. This is not going to be an exception.
Okay, Joe, we have another caller. This is at least, let's call the person a lucky caller because we're almost wrapping up. Let's have you, please.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good to have you. Let's have your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Malik. I'm calling for Ishika Zaria.
From Zaria, it's still Kaduna. Kaduna seems to be the place to be. Let's have you quickly.
Okay, my own selection here, Arsenal will win Liverpool today, definitely, inshallah.
Finally.
Yeah.
A good one. Your name again, please.
My name is Samaila, calling from Zaria.
Samaila has actually joined Joe to have a supporter there. Arsenal winning, according to Samaila. Thank you so much for calling from Zaria, Samaila.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Good one. At least, Joe, I'm sure you're happy now. Let me see your face smiling, I'm sure.
Okay. I'm very happy. I need to have one person on my side.
I'm sure you're
Samaila,
happy.
thank you very much.
You have a fan, at least from Kaduna, or though from Zaria, for still Kaduna State. Good one. Joe, we just have to go now. We appreciate you for joining us from Lagos. And for those Liverpool fans who call in from Kaduna versus Joe from Lagos and Samaila from Kaduna, let's say thank you very much. Joe, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Father.
Okay, good one. Before we wrap it up, just mention Simon Moses actually extended a 2-year deal with his club, Nantes. A good one for Moses Simon. Moses Simon right now will be with them to 2026. And he says already that club called Nantes is like a home for him. Kudos to Moses Simon, and hopefully he will continue to do well with our team. And that will be the end of the show, Weekend Sport on Trust TV. For the callers, we appreciate you. For those who stay glued toward the program, we appreciate you too. I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Sport is always business and fitness. Have a splendid weekend. Thanks for watching.